There's no other way for liberation, spiritual blessings, and the chanting of the holy names, the chanting of the holy names, the chanting of the holy names. We find also in the Srimad Bhagavatam a verse, Kalera doshani derajan asmikum mahagunam kirtanariva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajat, which means that this age of Kali is full of falls. Indeed, it is just like an ocean of falls. Look at the news and you will know that. Huh? Look at the news and you can see it's an ocean of falls. Huh? But there is one great advantage, something really auspicious in Kali Yuga, and that is that just by chanting the holy names of Krishna, we can become liberated from the repetition of birth and death, and go back immediately back to Godhead, back to Vaikuntha. Just by chanting. And like Haridas Thakur in the time when Lord Chaitanya 540 years ago, and there was Haridas Thakur, and he was chanting 300,000 different names. 300,000 names. So he chanted many, many rounds. More than 16. 16 is only the minimum, Srila Prabhupada said. So I noticed that a few devotees in ISKCON, quite some of them, when they're retired, when they're older, they start chanting more rounds. That's very good. When you're young, then you have a lot of business to do. You have a lot of seva. Householders, they know they have a lot of work to do. It's a big job. So they don't have time to chant a lot of rounds, but as much as you can, that's nice. Also we can come together and do the Harinam Sankirtan Yagya, Sankirtana Praya. This Sankirtan Yagya is the Yagya of the age of Kali, actually. In previous ages there were some other Yagyas, Ashwamedha Yagyas, Agnihotra, so many different Yagyas in the Satya Yuga, in the first cosmic season, the era. Everyone was a Hamsa. There was no Varnashram Dharma. Everyone was above Varnashram Dharma. And everyone was called a Hamsa. Not Brahman, no Kshatriya, no Vaishya, no Shudra. All the Hamsas. But then the meditation was the sacrifice, the jagya. There's and later in Treta Yuga it was fire sacrifices. It was meditation. It was Ashtanga Yoga in the first. The second was in Treta Yuga. And Lord Ramachandra was there, Sita Ram, Lakshmana, Hanuman, Kija. When they were there more than 1 million years ago, I think so, something like that. They are still famous, very famous. But in those days there was fire jagras. They were very expert, the Brahmins, the Ritviks, the priests. They were very, very expert in mantras, reciting mantras. They could perform a lot of wonderful things with this. But in Kali Yuga, no, nothing is there. Yoga meditation. There's not even one berry growing in an entire forest in Kali Yuga. I live near the forest in the south of Holland, in Limburg, near the German border. And there is miles and miles, kilometers and kilometers of forest, pine forest, and very beautiful. I go and chant my japa there sometimes. But there is not much to eat there in Kali Yuga. In the Satya Yuga, everything grows. Mangoes, bananas, coke, whatever you want. 6 Kali Yuga, not. And then in the previous Yuga, in Dwapara Yuga, Krishna was there, on the border of Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. Krishna came. When Krishna left the planet, Kali Yuga started. And when he was there, it was Dwapara Yuga. So in this Dwapara Yuga, this deity worship was there. Temples, big temples were built and wonderful deity worship, very expert. in Kali Yuga, they don't have real jewels, they have plastic, or maybe glass, imitation, and gold. Here, I think, we have real gold on the altar. Later gold. That's great. Well, that's because we chant Hare Krishna here. Some opulence will come also. Hare Krishna. So Kali Yuga is the age that we are not so very qualified, but there's something that is, when someone is very ill, he needs a very strong medicine. And there is one disease that we have, that is the disease called Bhavarog. Bhavarog means the disease of being attached to the material sense gratification, to take birth over and over again, just try to enjoy the material world. But the soul doesn't belong to the spiritual, to the material world, so he can never be really happy. Just like a fish is not happy outside of the water. You can give a fish a big cigar from Havana, from South America. These big cigars. They cost $100 for one cigar. You give them a glass of the finest champagne from France. Champagne, something like that. And maybe some caviar from Russia to eat. But the fish, maybe put some lady fish there, around the fish, the male fish. But he will never be happy. He will be only happy if you throw him back into the ocean. That is his element. So similarly, the soul is like that fish out of water. No matter how much sense gratification, no matter how much wealth, how much whatever you want in this world, ultimately you will become completely frustrated. And that is a fact. It's a fact. Because even if you become very wealthy, you will have Janma, Vyadi, Jara, and Mrityu. You will have to die, Mrityu. Jara means old age. And Vyadi is disease. And Janma means take birth, take another birth, take another birth. Millions of times. You go over and over again. And you go through the same suffering, old age, disease, and death. And birth again. It's like a vicious cyclist. Samsara. It is like a forest fire where all the animals are suffering to escape the fire. But the spiritual master, he comes, is very merciful, the Guru, the bona fide Guru, and he extinguishes the blazing fire of material existence. So by giving us the Shabda Brahma, the transcendental absolute truth in the form of transcendental sound. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, and he is the most merciful incarnation, he is the Mahavadanyaya, which means the most magnanimous avatar of Krishna. Krishna has many avatars, unlimited avatars. Like Nishringadev and Raha and Matsya and Ramachandra and Parshura, and Kalki will come after 427,000 years. Kalki will come. But Lord Chaitanya comes only once in the day of Brahma, like Krishna himself. That is very rare, not so often. Krishna has his agenda. We have an agenda, a small agenda, in a few days we can go on. But Krishna has another agenda. After so many million years, I have to appear there, out of my mercy. Yadahi dharmasya klani bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. That is in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says that whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practices and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. And in the next verse is Paritanya sadhunam fitashya Shashvatam Dharma Samstha Panatana Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. In order to deliver the devotees and destroy the miscreants and to re-establish the principles of religion, I invent myself millennium after millennium. And we are very fortunate because only 5 centuries ago, that's very near. It's not 5,000 years ago when Krishna came to speak Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, but 500 years ago. That's quite near to us. So then Lord Chaitanya came and gave this chanting, congregational chanting of the holy name as the method of Yajna for liberation for Kali Yuga. Sahayagya Prajapati Anena Prasavidya Ishavos Vishtakama Duk. That in the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of man and demigods along with sacrifices to Vishnu and blessed them by saying, be happy by this yajna, sacrifice, because it will bestow upon you all desirable things. That is also from the Gita, spoken by Krishna. So yajna is an important principle. Krishna says also, Bhaktaram yajna tapasam, Sarva loka maheshwaram, Suridam sarva bhutanam, Gyatvanam shanti vichati. That I am the benefactor of all offers and sacrifices. Bhaktaram. And I'm also the Lord and Master, the controller and the proprietor of all the demigods and all the planets. He controls all the demigods and all the planets. And that is Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. Loka is planet. And then he says, Suridam Sarva Bhutanam Abhinam. I am the heart, the bosom, heart friend of all the living entities. The best friend of all the living entities. And then Gyat Famam Shanti Vrichati means that he who knows this about me, he will find peace from the miseries of material existence, the pangs of material suffering in the material world. So peace, this Prabhupada called this the peace formula. And he said in the purport of this verse in the Bhagavad Gita, he said that we have to attain individual peace and collective peace. And this is the formula. So in one translation of the Upanishads, the Sri Ishu Upanishad, Prabhupada calls this principle the Ishavasya principle. The Ishavasya principle is the principle where God becomes the center of a human society. In a communist society, the country is the center. Everyone serves the country, the country serves everyone. If that works, classless society, no. Krishna created Varnashram Dharma. He created it. Varna, anyway, we can quote many verses, can go on for hours with this. But there is a society where God is placed in the center. And so the Yajna is another name for Vishnu also. Vishnu is, we are Vaishnavas. We try to become Vaishnavas, we have to be humble and modest. We do our best to become worthy Vaishnavas. It's not cheap, it's not cheap. There's something called character building. There's 26 qualities mentioned by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. And we have to study those qualities and see, maybe I have this quality already a little bit, but not enough. I have to try harder. But it is said by chanting Hare Krishna, we become purified. And the beautiful qualities of the soul that by nature we have will come out. Like when you have a diamond. The diamond is a beautiful gem. And when you don't see the beauty anymore. But when you start washing it with water and you polish it with a cloth, soft cloth, oh, it starts shining, and you see all the different facets which reflect the colors of the rainbow of Krishna's dress. So the diamond is beautiful. The soul also is beautiful, but now it has dropped, fell down to the material mud of this material world, and it became the purity of the soul, the beautiful qualities of the devotee are not visible. But by chanting the holy name, they become purified. So that is amazing, isn't it? It is also the medicine to cure the disease of material consciousness. We develop spiritual consciousness or original consciousness, Krishna consciousness, which is very beautiful. It makes us beautiful from as a person. That is important. That is what the society needs. It needs beautiful people, good people, with good character, good qualities, good behavior. And I always say religion has two functions. One function of Dharma or religion is to make the people happy so that they Hare Krishna, thank you. Make the people. This is Krishna Prasad, mercy. It smells like Krishna's lotus feet. So religion does that. It brings people in contact with God again, and that is good. Then they will be happy. But it also makes from people better people. So the Prabhupada always said, I changed hippies into happies. So, dat is something holiday. Hoe is de 18 gegaan? Ja, of zo?
Nee.
Hoe gaan we door met Kirtan?
Nee, dat is offering now.
Ah, okay.
And then when we are Aarti start, you will continue Kirtan and everyone stand up.
Okay. We do some more Maha Mantra and see if it works. Try it out. We have to do it from the heart. Concentrate on the prayer. It's not enjoying music, but it's actually trying to give pleasure to Krishna. And Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. And Krishna is the Purusha, and we are Prakriti. Prakriti means the enjoyed. We are enjoyed by the Purusha, the enjoyer. The Bhaktaram, the master, the enjoyer of all sacrifices. So this sacrifice is actually joyfully performed. Susukham kartum avyayam. It never ends. When we are liberated and we go back to the spiritual world, we still will sing Kirtan. It is avyayam and kartum avyayam. It is joyfully performed. Hare Krishna. Oh, Joe. And see, let's play this melody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. That was almost rock and roll. Spiritual rock and roll. Oké, very good, you did well, you did well. Goed gedaan, dan nu vriendelijk. Wat gaat gebeuren? Altijd. Hare Krishna. Ja. Daar is je gewoon bij de want je dat verdient. Drink well. Just sing Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Nam Vishnupadaya Krishna Saya It's okay, just softly. Namaste, Saraswati Deve, Bhavani Brahmachari Me, Nirvishesha, Chandravare, Paschachare Shabdare Me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vaswati Gaura Jai Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vaswati Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Ja, ja. Dus ik ga doen met naam.
Aandoen voor de Krishna.
Ik heb een mooie melodie uit het verleden. Very nice melody from the past. Let's try to do that one. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Namo